Right. It says I'm live and it's asking me to reconnect. It's one of those days where it's asking me to reconnect a few times. All right, we should be live. We are finally live. My apologies again for the late start, folks. Things just keep coming up for me at the very last minute that I have to address and look into. Can you folks hear me clearly and see me clearly before I get into it? I'm going to wait for some people to come. Hey, Similar Evil, how are you doing? Can you hear me clearly and see me clearly? Let me know. I'm going to wait for some people to come in because I started much later than I scheduled this. It seems like people just look at my schedule start time and then hit me with things that I have to address right away to protect my channel. Everything's working great. Thank you so much. A little bit of wind up, but this should be canceling most of the wind here, so I should be coming through fairly clearly. We're going to wait for some people to come back because they were here at the top of the hour, and we started almost 30 minutes late. Eli Bummer. Sorry, Eli Runner. If Eli... Oh, sorry, Eli Runner, Eli Runner, Eli Runner, Eli Runner. Oh, okay, you're talking about running. Okay. Hey, Terry's GG&G. Welcome to the show. Sounds and looks good. All right, that's cool. Got a little bit of wind here today, but it's not that much wind, so the little dead cat here should be canceling most of the wind noise. Hey, Terry, on your videos, cut your mic volume up a little. Yeah, I'm going to probably do a video on optimizing your audio, folks, because you got to understand how audio decibels work. I'm sure Terry knows that. He's a tech guru like myself. But you gotta pretty much have your microphone somewhere between -6 dB to 0 dB. dB is short for decibels. The perfect speech volume is somewhere between -6 dB and -0 dB. If you are above 0 dB, you're going to have what's called a hot mic. It's going to sound a little distorted or way too loud. If you're below -6 dB, like -7 and beyond that, you're going to be coming in a little too soft. Especially if you're playing background music and talking. Like a lot of times when I play some background music when I talk on my live streams, I have my music running at about 18 to 20, at about -18 to -20 dB, while my speech is at -6 to 0 dB. Now, many of you out there have no clue what I'm talking about, especially you ladies, right? You ladies, I'm not saying that ladies aren't into tech, some are, but primarily more so men are into tech than the ladies. It's just a thing. But yeah, if you folks want me to do some videos on how to, get the best audio possible when you're doing your streams or your videos, let me know. Let's see. Hey, Holly Nash, how you doing? Welcome to the show. Similar Evil, and yes, that is the what box, the DI box problem, but also got a 1.2 inch diaphragm mic, so that's why I usually have it low, because it picks up major range. Yeah, kind of like this Logitech headset here that picks up very loud. So I have to keep it far away from my mouth because there's no way to adjust the microphone level through the YouTube app. And I've been meaning to email YouTube and suggest that they have a microphone level, added to their mobile streaming app, because that would make a world of difference. I could keep it closer to my mouth, which would protect more wind from hitting me, and that way when I have it close to my mouth, I can lower the gain of the mic level through the app. Now I have to do it manually. So yeah, it's just one of those things. But thank you for bringing that up, Similar Evil. That was a good thing. I'll do a stream or a video, pre-recorded video on that sometime soon. How to get the best audio. All right, we've got 15 in the box, 2 thumbs up. Got to wait just a few more minutes here before I get into it. I have a few community updates to mention as well when I start speaking here. But how are you all doing today? It's a beautiful day. I've got a second stream coming up shortly after this one from the studio. And we're going to be discussing overcoming shyness. We're going to be discussing overcoming shyness. So that way you can accomplish your goals and dreams. Because one of the major setbacks that people have to accomplish what they want is being too shy or insecure about it. You're never going to get anywhere in life. Hang on a second. I got to figure out what's happening here. This keeps making a noise. I think it's rubbing against my microphone. And I'm waiting for a few people to pass on by here. But let me go ahead and pass on by here. Anyway, like I said, many of you don't ever accomplish your goals and dreams because of shyness, because you fear rejection, because you fear being the laughing stock, etc. We're going to talk about that tonight live from the studio. And if anyone also wants to join me on the panel for a little bit on Hangouts, we can do that as well. That's coming up at 9:30 p.m. Eastern, 6:30 p.m. Pacific. We're going to start off with a little bit of intro music like I usually do to give people time to get there. And then we'll get into it about 10 or 15 minutes after that. That show will go on for probably about an hour and a half to 2 hours max. And who knows, I may actually do even a third show, a late night show tonight, depending on how much energy I have, because more than likely tomorrow and Sunday, I will not be doing any streams. At least more than likely tomorrow, I'm probably going to go hiking with my activity partner. I haven't been on a hike in a while and want to get back out there. The holiday season was quite busy, for her and I. So, now I'm going to get back out there and get out in the woods. And it's a good thing that I purchased these new gloves courtesy of Holly Nash, because it's a chilly time of the year to go hiking, so you got to bundle up. I'm nowhere near the woods here in Redwood City at Red Morton Park, and it's still a little chilly. So I can only imagine how it would be out there in the woods where all the trees and stuff are blocking the sun. Pretty chilly. All right, we've got 18 in the box right now. We've got 4 thumbs up. Let's get those thumbs up, folks, and I'm going to get right to it. So before we even get to the topic here, I want to update you all on some community news. First and foremost, somebody tried to hack my YouTube channel. And I have an idea who I think it is, or the group of people that I think is trying to do it. If you go over to my community tab, if you didn't get the message in your home feed of your YouTube app, you're going to see my latest posting of where I shared a screenshot of an email where somebody tried to attempt a phishing scam to try to get my YouTube channel's password. And basically what that phishing scam was saying, they tried to make it appear like it was coming from YouTube support, because in the email it says, from YouTube support to Coach Eli at coacheli@melas.com, which is my main email. And I've been aware of these phishing scams since the internet came out for 30 plus years. I live in the Bay Area, the San Francisco Bay Area, the high-tech capital of the world. And people try to do this to me in my younger days. I never fell for it, because if something looks suspicious and out of the ordinary, I look into it. Now, what happens, these phishing scammers, what they do is they'll create a fake Gmail account or Yahoo email account or something like that. And then what they'll do is they'll put a mask over that email and label it as YouTube support. But when you get that email, if you click on where it says YouTube support, whether you're on your phone or you're on your laptop or desktop, it'll show you the email that's hiding behind the name of that email. And the name of this email was something at gmail.com. It was not an official youtube.com address. Now, I already knew this was a phishing scam right when I got it. But I went to click on it, clicked on the email name. I went to click on the email name, just take a look at that, and it confirmed it. What this email was saying is, this is YouTube support. Several of your videos have been flagged for inappropriate content. You need to immediately log in and take care of this issue before we suspend your account. YouTube would never send out such an email. That was another flag right there. So the email was not an official youtube.com or Google email. Number two, YouTube would never send an email out like that. And number three, and what was I going to say? I totally forgot what I was going to say. There was something else. I totally forgot what I was going to say. Totally forgot what I was going to say. The bottom line is, I knew it was a phishing scam. YouTube would never send out an email like that. How do these people get your password? Well, what they do is they give you a link to click on through that email. And it'll take you to a replicated website that appears like you're logging into your Google account, but in essence, it is a page where the person that set up the phishing scam, the moment that you type in your username and password, they will capture that information. Then they can log into your Google account, your YouTube account, and go and delete your channel. So who do I think would do something like this? With 90% certainty, I think it involves ODN and Trim Hits, aka Ronaldo Smith Jenkins. People that used to be a part of my channel, people that can't stand the fact that I'm a real YouTuber and I'm growing my channel and I'm heading in the right direction and I create good content that's advertiser friendly and abides by the community guidelines of YouTube. So here's what I think happened. ODN's even told me about this in the past. I'm talking about you, ODN, because you keep talking about me. You can't get my name out of your mouth, so I'm not going to take mine out of yours because I really don't care, because you're not going to stop doing things even if I do keep your name out of my mouth. But ODN even told me about phishing scams before that he probably recorded those conversations and probably he'll never release them, but he said, I could try this and get their password, broski, right? So here's what I think happened. Ronaldo, or ODN, who's become friends with Ronaldo Smith Jenkins, aka Trim Hits. These guys used to be a part of my channel. Okay? They're both trolls too. ODN calls up Ronaldo Trim Hits. We all know his real name is Robert. He's a former doctor that was convicted of prescription fraud and will be going to jail on February 4th. ODN calls up Ronaldo, let's just call him Ronaldo Trim Hits for now, and says, hey Ronaldo broski, I got an idea on how we can stop that Coach Eli, the Coach Eli guy. How about we do one of those old school phishing scams, broski, where we can just, make it appear like somebody flagged his videos and he needs to log into his account right away, and if he clicks that link at the bottom of the email and puts in his username and password, we'll capture that and then we'll go and we'll delete his channel. Broski, what do you think about that, broski? Do you think he'll fall for that, broski? No, broski. Sorry, broski. I'm not going to fall for that. Never have fallen for that once in my life, even when phishing scams were first started over 30 years ago when the internet was first started publicly. So ODN, and Trim Hits. You two are the only people that have the time and the level of sophistication to actually do something like that. Maybe Raleigh Jones as well, but I don't think even Raleigh would do something like that. Could be possible. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. And it didn't work. And I'm kind of glad. Oh yeah, another thing I forgot to mention. This is what I wanted to mention earlier. The email that I use in the About section of my YouTube channel is actually not even the YouTube, it's not even the email associated with my YouTube account. That was a dead giveaway right there too. So that's what you guys did. You went to the About section of my channel. You figured that, okay, this is the email associated with Eli's A Grip on Life channel. No, no, no. Why don't you go try your scam on somebody else, ODN and Trim Hits? Actually, don't. I wouldn't advise you doing that, because when you get caught one day, you'll be right exactly where you belong, behind steel bars, along with ODN. You're going to join Trim Hits behind steel bars one of these days if you don't stop your malice actions. We've got 25 in the box, 5 thumbs up. OD, the little baby that can't really do anything but suck on his mama's. Okay, anyway. MGTOW Warrior, and I love. I lose most of the arguments. What are you talking about? He had to make a new channel and lost 50K subs. What happened? Kenneth Russell and the guitar. Okay, you're talking about stuff that doesn't even pertain the topic of this channel. Look, folks, I don't have a problem if you're talking about other stuff in the chat, but you know, when I run my live streams here, I really want people to engage with the topic. And when you folks talk about other topics besides what's happening here, you're kind of like straying the chat away from the engagement of the topic here. I'm seeing that happen, the last couple days. And to be quite honest with you, I'm not really that thrilled with it. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just saying that, I'm here to run a stream to help people, to update people with community news. And instead of people paying attention, they're talking about some completely different community that has nothing to do with the show. Coach, read all of what Terry said. It does have to do with the topic. All right, no, that's fine. I don't have a problem with people talking about stuff. In his case, it was someone trying to get him to advertise a program on his channel, gave him access to the software to try, and there was the malware access to his site, and he accidentally clicked the exe. Yeah, the last thing you want to do is click the exe file that will release the malware to capture your information, like a keystroke logger. Or if you click on an email that's a phishing email that leads you to a replicated site that appears to be real, but in essence, whatever you type in goes to the scammer, then that's what will destroy you. You got to be very, very careful, folks, with these phishing scams and executable files that come through email, or people trying to send you executable files to try a program. I've never, ever, ever, ever fallen for any of that. That's why I've never been hacked. I never will be hacked, ever. Plus, I've got, 2 hardware firewalls, at my place. I've got AT&T's built-in firewall, and then I use a third-party router, Linksys, with SPI firewall protection. Very, very strong. In order to get to me and hack my system, you got to break through 2 hardware firewalls, and you also have to get through not only Windows Defender, which is kind of crappy, you have to get through my McAfee firewall. Total protection. I also have that on my mobile devices. So, in essence, Coach Eli is bulletproof. If you guys want to try to really hack somebody and maybe get somewhere, try someone that is not bulletproof. Nice try, ODN. Nice try, Trim Hits, a.k.a. Ronaldo Smith-Jenkins, a.k.a. Robert, which is your real first name. We're just going to mention your first name. You're trying to, accomplish one final hurrah before you go to the penitentiary on February 4th. You know what? Maybe I should, when Trim Hits goes to the penitentiary, maybe I should fly out and request a visit and go live right from the jail cell. Hey, Robert, a.k.a. Trim, a.k.a. Ronaldo, how you doing, bro? Don't you wish you were a free man like me? You gonna learn your lesson being behind steel bars and behave nicely so maybe they let you out early for good behavior? Which we all know, Ronaldo, Trim Hits, Robert, whoever he is, there's no real good behavior there. None. So I'm done with that. Let's move on to one more bit of community news before we get the topic here. I've done one lap at the park already. Can you folks still hear me clearly and see me clearly? Let me know. This thing keeps hitting my microphone, and I got to find a way to better keep this away from the mic so it's not making that sound when I walk. All right, I think that's better. Yes, all clear. Santa Palacio, how are you doing? Yeah, as you hear, ODN and Trim Hits, they tried to do a phishing scam on me, trying to make me believe that YouTube is contacting me saying that there are videos on my channel that have inappropriate content. You see, YouTube will notify you on your dashboard, on your studio dashboard at the very top, if there are any issues. Never, ever, ever click any email from YouTube to access the site. Always go there directly on your own. Do not ever, ever click any email where YouTube or Google says, log in here to do this. Always open up a browser, go to youtube.com or go to google.com and sign in manually. And anything that is actually happening will be flagged on your account. If it's a YouTube channel, you go to YouTube Studio, the back end of your channel, and it'll tell you right at the very top if there are any issues. Now, another thing I want to briefly mention, I wasn't going to talk about this, but I'll say it anyway. JB Gunner, you can't get enough of me still, huh, brother? You can't get enough, man. Why do I even call you brother? Because I would never want you to be a brother. You don't deserve the brother terminology. You just can't stop playing videos of me from the past, right? That's okay. I tuned into your show for 3 minutes, skimmed through it. Same old shit, different day. SOSDD, that's all it is. Because all you have is an audience filled with Coach Eli haters that will only respond to content you create about me. In essence, your entire audience is about me. So you have to make everything about me, because when you create real content, they don't want that. But that's okay, JB Gunner. Do what you gotta do. No big deal. No big deal, JB Gunner. See, JB Gunner, I'll give you some advice if you want to entertain your audience. If you want to entertain your audience on tomorrow's show, you should sing me a song that goes a little like this. I'm never gonna let you go. Gonna hold you in my arms forever. Oh, I swear this time I'm never gonna let you go. Remember that song, JB? You can share that on your community tab if you'd like, because you do that. Like everything that comes out of my mouth involving you, you put it on your community tab, you do a stream on it like you're infatuated by me, JB. That's kind of weird, dude. It's so weird. Like I don't even talk about you hardly anymore. I don't talk about you. Like I mention the things you still do, which I'm gonna react to it if I want to, like I'm doing right now, but you just can't get enough of me. You just can't get enough. You just can't get enough, right? Let me move over here on this side because I don't want to interrupt that lady over there. It keeps hitting the microphone here. I gotta find a better way to do this. Yeah. Come on, dude. Why can't you create your own content? Build a new audience that's going to like your original content. Because right now, I'm getting people from the past messaging me privately on Hangouts or emailing me saying, God, does JB have any other content besides you? He can't stop talking about you. That's what I'm getting, which is fine by me because in essence, JB, you're actually helping me more than hurting me. And I'm not bothered by this. I'm just making it apparent. I'm acknowledging it because it's the truth. It's sad, dude. It's really sad, isn't it? Hey, Queen Helen Casey, how you doing? Senator Palacio, yeah, I heard. You heard about the phishing scam, right? Is that what you're saying, Sandra? We've got 30 in the box right now. We've got 5 thumbs up. Come on. Folks, if you're on your mobile app, just click away from the chat for a second and hit that thumbs up. Hit that thumbs up. Moderators, if I'm going to ask you for one thing here, because Nightbot pretty much does everything else for the most part, except an occasional thing you need to moderate, please continue to make the chat aware to hit that thumbs up. We've got 7 thumbs up right now. We've got 8 thumbs up right now. Thank you so much. That's all it takes. Raising the awareness, that's all it takes. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Smash that like button for Eli. We're going to get to the topic here in just a second. Someone do me a favor. Similar evil, do me a favor. I forgot the title of my stream. I get sidetracked with these other things. Can you post the title of my stream? I believe it's episode number 37. I should probably, take notes like I used to on my pre-recorded walks and put them right below my selfie stick so I don't forget the topic. But yeah, if you can do that, that'd be great. Okay, 2 of you all have new picks. Everything is scary in life. All right, that's it. Everything is scary in life until you just do it. That's right. There we go. Episode number 37. Yeah. Thank you, folks. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, typically I'm more prepared. I've just had so much going on between my day job and then dealing with a lot of YouTube stuff and preparing for these shows. And, I still, make time for my family. And then, I'm going to be going hiking tomorrow. So let's just get to the topic here because I think we've mentioned enough. And the topic today here is going to lead into the show I'm going to do tonight. The show I'm doing tonight is going to be about overcoming shyness because you need to overcome shyness in order to become successful at anything. That includes relationships. That includes, being successful at your job, whether you're working for somebody else or yourself. You've got to have confidence. If you're too shy, you're not going to take as many risks that are required to move forward. Okay, let me see if I can do this. What is making that noise? So I can stop it. Let me see here. Well, I can't stop that noise. I think because the microphone's so close to my shirt, it picks up when my clothes is moving. But if I move the microphone closer to my lips, then it'll be too hot. It'll be too loud. All right, so let's get started here. Welcome to Navigating the Modern World with Coach Eli, the Walking with Purpose live edition. This is episode number 37. And once again, we are live from Red Morton Park here in beautiful Redwood City, California. The sun is out. It's still a little chilly, but it's not raining today, and it's not going to be raining for the next 3 days or 4 days. So this is going to be a great weekend to get out there and take a beautiful hike and, get out of the place for a little while and break the monotony from all of the YouTube stuff I've been doing. I've been going pretty hard out here on YouTube lately, and, folks, you got to take a break every now and then. That's why I'm probably going to do a total of 3 streams today. At least 2. But you might get a third one after my evening show in a few hours. You might get a late night with Coach Eli, because I may not be doing another stream until Monday. Definitely tomorrow I'm not going to do a stream. But depending on what's going on Sunday, I may not even stream on Sunday. I may not be back until Monday. I may take the weekend off. I mean, I'm not trying to say I'm all that, but I feel I've earned it. You know, not trying to be cocky or anything. I've been working hard. And if you work hard, you've been busting your butt like I have, and you can afford to take a weekend off, would you do it? Haven't had a lot of spare time to just enjoy the finer things in life. So that's what I'm going to do this weekend. So anyway, let me move around here. There are a bunch of people. Hi, Eli and everyone. Hey, I'm 21. How you doing, bro? We're just about to get into the topic here. All right, so we're going to be discussing everything is scary in life until you just do it. Everything is scary in life until you just do it. Now, many people, if not everyone out here, has goals, dreams, and aspirations. You think about these things all the time. Well, what do you want out of life? Whether you're a man or a woman, whether you're gay or straight, doesn't matter. You think about, okay, do you want true love and happiness? I really hate it when people just floor it down the 25 zone and go 50. That's where I wish Redwood City Police was there to nail those idiots. Probably damn millennials. That's what causes accidents and hurts people, sometimes even kills people. It's really sad. Give me a second here. So everybody has goals, dreams, and aspirations. We all want to have certain things in life. Some of us want a relationship and marriage. Some of us want to be a successful entrepreneur. We all have our goals, dreams, and aspirations. So what keeps us or prevents us from reaching those goals? It's pretty scary, right? There's a lot of risk involved, you know, whenever you attempt to create something new or to better yourself. And why don't people take those risks? Solely because of the fact that it's a risk, and they become comfortable with what they currently have, which prevents them from accomplishing better greatness. In order to accomplish better good and greatness and succeed further in life than you already have, you have to take risks. And a lot of times, those risks are not going to pan out right away. Like I mentioned before on many other streams, you may fail 10 times or 100 times before you accomplish whatever it is you're trying to accomplish. Same thing happens with dating relationships, business partnerships, or anything else in life that involves taking the risk to get ahead. In the dating world, you may have to go on 100 dates and make all that effort, and then it doesn't pan out. And then you're going to probably feel after 100 dates that you want to give up, you're done. You're getting off online dating. People start blaming online dating for people's behavior nowadays. Online dating has nothing to do with it. People are people regardless of where you meet them, whether it's online or offline. You think people are any different in person than online? Yeah, they may lie to you and catfish you, you know, show up a little bit different, but they're still the same person. Chemistry is chemistry. Online is just the way that people find out about each other nowadays. It's just the way it is. For the people that don't give up after 100 failures, what if that 101st person was the man or woman of your dreams? For the people that keep moving forward and pushing through all the failures, you will eventually always accomplish success. success is not easy. There's no shortcut to success. There's no shortcut to finding the love of your life. There's no shortcut to, getting promoted and working your way up the chain of command and the ladder in the corporate world. And there's no shortcut to success as an entrepreneur. You got to put in the time and do the work. A lot of people out here on YouTube, especially my haters, have criticized me saying that he's been doing this for 3 years. And he just started making a little bit of money, but he's wasted so much time. No, none of it was time wasted at all. None of it was wasted time at all. It was all a learning experience. And more people have gotten to know me, and I've started to more so build the brand despite what's happened. Instead of giving up, I kept pushing forward. I kept persevering. And that's what got me to where I'm at today. Now, I'm still nowhere near where I want to be and need to be, but I'm much further ahead than I would have been if I quit, right? And would that make me happy? No. Let me see here. That sun is right in my eyes. Smash the like button for Eli, says Queen. Okay, we've got finally a message from Terry. Well said, Eli. Well said, Eli. Tell that to many women I ran into, that you can't just instantly look for a serious relationship, that occurs over time. Yeah, that's a good statement there, Terry. And here's the thing. When you're looking at the dating world nowadays, it's completely different than it used to be. And again, women have been liberated for 55 years now. Women are working. They're making their own money. In essence, they don't need a man for survival like they used to. So it makes dating much more difficult based on that. And you also have to, try to balance each other's work schedule out like I've talked about in the past. One of the most difficult things that I've noticed, modern daters have nowadays, despite how you meet online or offline, is balancing out each other's schedules, because both men and women are working nowadays. Back in the days of traditionalism, the woman stayed at home and took care of the kids, right? And it worked, right? So, in many cases, Terry, a lot of women try to force things and rush things because they don't have the time or energy to get to know a man in the way they used to, because they're focusing like 75% of their energy or 80% of their energy on their work and their career to be able to pay their bills. Some women will buy their own homes, and they're paying for everything, right? So I totally get, why some women and even some men, they try to push the relationship from the get-go. I personally never try to force anything. I just hang out and have fun. Like my good buddy, another coach, out here on YouTube, Coach Corey Wynn, that I respect a lot, he says, do the 3 H's, hang out, have fun, and hook up. That's all you got to do. As a man, your job is to hang out, have fun, and hook up. Show the woman a good time. Don't kiss her ass, but don't be an arrogant, pompous ass either. Be a cool, well-balanced dude. Just have fun. Make her laugh. And don't try to get in her pants. Because the more that you try to get in her pants, the less she'll want you to get in her pants. Or not at all. It's when you don't try to get in her pants where she's going to wonder, he's being a cool, funny dude. He hasn't made one move on me. Like, are my boobs not big enough? Is my ass not nice enough? I mean, like, what? Why is he not making a move on me? Because I'm a gentleman. And trust me, I want you more than you know. But I'm a cool dude. I'm a patient dude. And I'm going to let you naturally feel attracted to me like I am to you. I'm a patient man. Lots of patience, right? So yeah, Terry, I totally understand where you're coming from. And again, I keep talking about this all the time. And again, that's why my shows are named Navigating the Modern World with Coach Eli. because we are literally navigating the modern world. It's a different world than it's ever been in the past. There are a couple of ladies coming over here. I'm going to move over. They're taking up the entire lane, but we're going to move over here. Good Lord. I love women. Yeah, it's all good. Women still have an effect on me. I'm not dead. I may be 46 and a single man, but I'm not dead. Jesus Christ. What's making that noise? I'm just wondering, what is it? What's rubbing against this thing? How? It's annoying me. I gotta figure that out. All right. Hopefully that works a little bit better. I'll solve that issue next time. That rubbing noise when I walk, it rubs against the mic. LOL, Eli. What about the women, dude, that walk on by? Well, they were taking up the entire sidewalk. You see, when women hang out, they do everything together. They hold hands to go to the restroom, too. Like, women will take up the entire road. Like, so you got to walk around them. What do? Walk, okay, hey, I'm going to come straight at you with a selfie stick. Are you going to still block the entire lane? I'm going to run into you? I'm a gentleman. I just walk around. I went out on the street, risk getting hit by a car just to let the ladies have the entire lane. And looking at them. Why would I not look at them, dude? I'm not dead. I mean, they're probably married or have boyfriends, but, you know, why can't you look and just not touch? Why can't you just admire natural beauty that walks by? That's part of not being shy and having confidence, brother. I'll talk more about that tonight from the studio. 19 in the box, 8 thumbs up. Thank you so much for being here. 2 laps, 1 more lap to go. Get your questions in right now, folks, and your comments regarding this topic. Let me see what else is happening in the chat here. All right. So we're talking about everything is scary in life until you just do it. Let's read some of the chat messages. Kelvin Clymer, welcome to the show. Yes, greatness comes. Shoot. I just lost it there. Kelvin Clymer, greatness comes from hard work. Terry GG&G, yup. Holly Nash says, Terry, I think you've been screwed over a time or two by women. The more I get to know you. LOL. Just poking fun. Yeah, you're poking fun because it happens to everyone, Holly, and you've been through the same thing too on the flip side as a woman. Holly, you're mentioning the obvious thing that everyone's been through. But you're picking on Terry because I think you like him. I think you secretly have a crush on Terry's GG&G. If you want to, you're both single people. If you want to hook up for my channel, feel free. I can be the matchmaker too if you want me to be. But Holly, I can read women. When women poke fun at that dude, it's because they really like the guy. They just won't admit it because they fear rejection, Holly. But Holly, you're awesome. You are an awesome woman, Holly. And the next man that you end up being with is going to be a lucky man. Maybe it could be Terry's GG&G. He's in Canada, you're in the U.S. Who knows? I've seen funnier shit happen. Sandra Velocity, yes, stay out of my pants. Well, Sandra, the right man that really likes you for more than just that you're attracted to, I don't think you'd have a problem with him going there. Sandra, let's be real here. Can you at least be real with me that you're not dead? I mean, you're around my age, Sandra. You are not dead. You just haven't found the right man. She's messing around. I get it. Senator Velasquez says, hi, AM. Terry says, at Holly Nash, it is the truth. Of course it is the truth. All right, let's see here. Terry, some women are ruthless. Kind of have to wonder. Well, some men are ruthless too. People are ruthless in general nowadays because they don't know how to navigate this modern world. And that's why I do what I do. That's why I was laughing, like, because I was looking at women. because I'm a man and I look at women and I think they're beautiful and they're smiling and they're having fun, and they're working out and staying fit like myself. I admire people that take care of themselves. It's all good. Yeah, that's right, Terry. It's all good. San Palacio, yeah, look out for Eli's stick. He carries a big one, you know. I do carry a big stick, Sandra. I do carry a big stick. That's well said. Now, my good buddy, Mr. Gunner, you know, we're not going to talk about, I've seen it, because these people just share too much personal stuff out here. Oh my God! It's walking through that door, says Sandra. Okay, Keith Farrell, how you doing? Eli, have you ever dated a coworker? And if you did, how did it affect your work relationship? That's a great question. We'll get that in a second. Taking a deep breath and going forward, says Sandra. Of course, it's Sandra. Says Terry. Yes, I shock women when they offer me something of a what nature, the animal nature, and I tell them no. They're like, why, LOL? Terry says, furthermore, oh my, said like George Takai, okay. Terry's what? Holly says, yeah, that's not going to happen, dear. I'm just a smart ass. In fact, I have a boyfriend. Oh, so now you share your true colors, Holly. Holly, you've left out the fact all this time that you have a boyfriend. That doesn't mean you're not going to flirt, Holly, and have fun. You're just not going to take any action on it because you probably love your boyfriend. It's all good. Hell no, I ain't dead, says Sandra. That's right. You will let the right man do whatever's necessary, Sandra. Let's be real about that. Holly Nash says, I've just noticed that the viewpoints to women seem to be a little skewed at times. Not all women are bad, cutthroat. No, they're not. And I'm not only talking about women. Men, a lot of men and women don't know how to handle themselves nowadays in the modern world. But one of the main things that's changed women out of their natural essence, Holly, has been the feminist movement. It's great that women have equal rights. I keep saying this, but now women want to behave and act in ways that are out of their natural essence of being feminine, and they like to come out and be more dominant, which is more of a masculine characteristic. So in essence, I respect women that are strong and work hard and do all that, but in essence, that's out of your natural essence of the way you were made to be by a higher power, I believe to be God. I'm not knocking it down, I'm just stating the facts, And like I've said in the past, if you are a strong alpha male and you have a very strong dominant woman and you try to date each other, it won't work because in essence it's like having two men in the relationship, one with a vagina. The sexual polarity would not work. I've met women like that. I am not attracted to women that try to behave like men, no matter how sexy they are or how successful they are. I like a sweet, loving, nurturing woman. Now, I like a woman that can stand up for herself too, but can also be submissive at times, because why the hell would I want to be with a 100% dominant woman? It would annoy the shit out of me. I'd feel like it's another man in the relationship. I need a woman to balance my rough masculinity out, not make me any more rough around the edges than I already am. You know what I mean? Come on. I still get twitches and tingles. That's good, Sandra. I'm glad to hear that. I'm a jokester, haha. Y'all picked up on that. Yes, we have. I have, Holly. These guys are... I don't know what you wrote there. We can't help it if some of us are not powered by Red Bull and Viagra. Well, I don't even need Red Bull and Viagra. I'm naturally all good. I was thinking of ways I can help you with your channel. See, God loves me. I actually unbanned you. Welcome to the show. Now, let me answer your question, Keith Farrell. So, Keith Farrell, have I ever dated a coworker when I used to work in the corporate world? That was, over 12, 13, 14 years ago. The answer to that question is no. I've never dated anyone I've worked with, and I strongly advise against it because it can ruin you in two ways. Number one, if it doesn't work out and you break up with her, you know, it's going to be very difficult to be around that person all the time, especially if you work with her in the same department of your job. And number two, and this is the thing I can't stand. This is a very radical feminist move here. Some women in the workforce, especially if you're a superior and a manager and they're an employee, and you date them, and you leave them, or let's say they leave you and they make something up saying that, well, he wasn't a good person, they can go back to the company at HR and say, he hit on me and he touched me inappropriately and he raped me, right? And that can destroy you. That's the problem with radical feminism nowadays and dating somebody in the workforce. Guys, there are some sexy women that I'm sure some of you have worked with or are still working with in the corporate world. Stay away. You can be friends with them. You can hang out with people in a group. Don't date them because you're asking for a death wish to the end of your career and possibly ending up behind bars for something you never did. The truth of the matter is, and I love women, I'm not trying to talk smack, I'm stating the facts. Women are very spiteful and vindictive by nature. It is their natural essence and nature to be spiteful and vindictive. They're not like that all the time, but they are when they need to be. And if a relationship doesn't work out, because women are emotional, they're going to overreact to it. Always, I appreciate your perspective, Eli. I'm sure God loves me. He wants for speaking about the truth. I don't hate women. I love women. I'm just a facts. This is what you're up against. This is the way that God made women. God loves me as a God-loving woman. She knows how God made women. She is a woman. Boy, she's happily married and has a kid and all that. But man, let me tell you, God loves me as a strong, strong woman. Not a problem with that. I hope sometimes God loves me when you spend time with your husband, that you're a little submissive at times too. I'm sure you love him and you can be submissive at times for the man you love and that you're married to, happily married to. Anyway, none of my business, I'm just saying. You know what I mean? Sounds like some ladies hurt you. Oh, we've all been through that, God loves me. We've all been through hurt and pain. But we learn from it and we move forward. All I do is I state the facts and I state my experiences. And I talk with other people and they share their experiences with me. I talk to both men and women and they share their experiences. This modern world of dating is unlike anything we've seen. And that's why I do these shows, Navigating the Modern World with Coach Eli, whether they're mobile or from the studio. I wish more people were here for shows like these. All they want is the drama. We still have 15 people here, and that's not too terribly bad. Oh, I forgot to mention, folks. I'll mention it very briefly. If you would like to support this channel monetarily to help it move forward, to help with the purchase of new equipment, which I'll probably end up buying by summertime. I may end up upgrading to 4K in the studio, depending on how much I've saved up for it by that point. You can make a donation in any amount based on the value you feel you are receiving. Nightbot is sharing my PayPal link every 6 minutes, paypal.me/Coach Eli. You can also add a note of any length, and I'll read that note live on the air on my in-studio show tonight because I can't access PayPal right now. If you do donate by PayPal right now, make me aware in the chat. If PayPal doesn't work, go down below the chat. Super chat is enabled. You send a super chat or a super sticker, and your message, if you do send a super chat, your message will stay highlighted in the chat for a certain duration based on the amount you donate. The more you donate, the longer of a message you can write, and the longer it'll stay highlighted in the chat. Donations are not required, but they are greatly appreciated. And so far, I have to say, folks, it's been another great month. It's been another great month. I'm not trying to show off. I'm only mentioning this because even small YouTubers can make money on YouTube as long as they stick to their topic and they keep moving forward with their goals and their dreams. I've already made in half a month what I made all of last month. Let me put it to you that way. You can figure that out if you've been following me for a while. I've already made, between ad revenue, super chats, super stickers, and PayPals, I've already made what I made the entire last month, 30 days, in 14 days this month. And I'm not saying that again to show off. I'm saying that if you're consistent, you come out here every day and you stick to it, you're going to create a solid following and a great community. I appreciate you all. Come back again. God loves me. Take care. Got to run. Well, thank you for stopping by. Let's talk about it. Well, God loves me. If you're talking about me and talking about ladies hurting me, if you're talking to other people in the chat, no problem. I'm good. I'm all good. Everyone's been hurt. But if you're trying to help somebody in the chat, no problem. You want to check out God Loves Me channel? Go right ahead. She runs streams almost every day. She brings on some panels like I used to. Lately, I've been more focused on doing shows on my own, but I will start getting some more panels again when it's necessary. But right now, what seems to be working is just going one-on-one with the audience. The people really like this and they want this. So anyway, give me a second here. 1 second. Let me see if I missed any messages. Yeah, give me a second. So yeah, you know, folks, everything is scary in life until you just do it. Okay? It is scary. It's even scary for someone like myself that's very experienced and has a lot of confidence to take chances at times. Absolutely. It's scary for the most confident people. But for people like myself that have experience in taking chances and understanding that you're going to have more failures than victories. But when one of your victories will offset 100 failures tenfold, then you know it's worth it. Let me explain what I mean by that. In the dating world, if you go on 100 dates and it doesn't work out, right? There's no chemistry when you meet in person, right? It's a lot of work. You're exhausted. You're tired. You're thinking to yourself, there's no one out there for me, right? But if, like I said earlier, that 101st person is the man or woman of your dreams and you grow old together, doesn't that outweigh all of the 100 bad dates you went on? That one person can make such a difference in your life and such a big impact in your life to the point of where you'll forget about all those 100 bad dates you went on. I really wish people would understand the risk versus reward factor. All of your failures, no matter how many you go through, will be outweighed by one great success. All the time and money that I invested on my YouTube channel during the last 3 years, that I've done this primarily for free and didn't get as many donations as I get now or ad revenue as I get now, in the long run, with the amount of money I make with my brand, it'll offset all the losses and then some of the past. But people don't see that right away because many people are looking for instant gratification and they're looking for the quick fix. And while some people like JB Gunner may be making more money right now, he's going to eventually run out of gas. And that's what's happening to him right now. He's running out of gas. He's running out of ways to make money. And maybe JB's realizing that he needs to establish a real long-term audience besides catering his content to a bunch of Coach Eli haters. That's just for example purposes. I'm not trying to mention it again. I'm just saying. You know what I mean? Oh, I see. It's rubbing up against my... I see. It's rubbing up against my zipper. I just figured out where the damn thing was rubbing against. It was rubbing up against my zipper. So if I zip up my jacket all the way, then this microphone cord won't rub against it and make that vit, 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 vit sound, that annoying vit sound. Sorry about that, folks. All right, folks, we've been on live for an hour and 1 minute. We're going to be wrapping up in about 10 to 15 minutes. So I'm just finishing up my last half lap of my third lap around the park, and then I'm going to shut this baby down, take one more walk around, and go home, eat a little bit of dinner, and then get on the night stream, where we're going to be talking about overcoming shyness. Now, let me ask you all a question in here. How many of you are more than likely going to be on the night stream tonight at 9:30 Eastern, 6:30 Pacific, regarding overcoming shyness? Now, how many of you in here, and be honest, men and women, I'm just curious, not a big deal, we're not going to laugh at you or talk smack about you. How many of you in here would consider yourselves to be somewhat shy or completely shy? Press a 1. If you're not shy at all, press 2. Holly, I will be. Queen says 1. Well, I hope, I just asked a different question, but you're putting 1 that you're going to be there. Did you all get any rain today? No rain here in the Bay Area today. There's not going to be any rain for the next 3 or 4 days, but it'll come back next week. It's a world of difference today. I don't have to worry about running for shelter like I did yesterday. Safety pin it to your coat, Eli. I could do that. That's another step. I just zipped it up. Honestly, says Kelvin Clymer, I never measure... Oh, hang on a second. Wait a minute. I just lost it. Where was that? I never measure that, but like in length of a climbing meters, I've probably climbed at least 15 to 30 meters. All right, that's cool. Holly Nash says, I agree, Terry. We have many different soulmates in life at many different stages in our lives. People come and go in perfect timing. Santa Palacio, or Terry GG&G says, that's Santa Palacio. Yes, said that as well too. Holly Nash will be there tonight. Kelvin Clymer, but I stayed in like an overhanging walls in 30 minutes without getting off the wall before. Keith will be there. Awesome. Holly Nash says 2. That means she's fully confident. Okay, that's great. Terry's G&G is 1. Kelvin Clymer 1. Sandra 1. Keith's a 2. That's good. All right. I appreciate the honesty. We had snow on our foothills in San Jose. Really? Are you serious, Sandra? Was that cold in San Jose this morning where you had snow in the foothills? That's rare here in the Bay Area. Holly Nash, I'm extremely outgoing and not shy. I tend to be the life of the party and can talk to a wall. Well, that sounds great, Holly. See, the type of women I like are women like Holly Nash. So her boyfriend appreciates that. The energy and the personality. That's most important. The looks don't come into play until the mental and emotional connection is there in my book. I've got a question from Sandra. If you wonder what was the answer to. Holly Nash says, my daddy always said that he could put me in the middle of New York City. I'm from a small town with no place to stay and no money, and in 20 minutes have a friend, food in the house. Well, you're a woman, Holly. No disrespect. And I haven't seen what you look like, Holly, but you're probably an attractive woman. And I'm not trying to say that that's all men would want, but it's much easier for a woman to, never mind. I'm going to stay out of this. I'm getting myself in trouble here. There's a lot of truth to it, but Holly, I know you're an intelligent woman, and I know you're more than just that. I'm just saying that for the majority, it's easier for women to do that because there are men out there that would just let any woman in and take care of her. Sandra Palacio, at Kelvin, I couldn't do the climbing thing. Terry's GG&G. The Sharks might actually be able to play hockey on real ice then at Santa Palacio. Come on, dude. You're taking a stab at the San Jose Sharks, Terry? I'm a big Sharks fan, brother. You have a problem with the San Jose Sharks, dude? All right. Yeah, I know you Canadians. You're really into hockey. I get that. My boobs would get in the way. Okay, Sandra. At a grip on life, I probably will still be up at around. So, okay, cool. Smash the like for Eli. Thank you so much, Queen. Terry's GG&G says sex sells. Of course it does. Haha, thank you. He would refer to my ability to never meet a stranger. Okay, and Sandra says, yeah, us shy ones are the ugly. Huh, Eli? Huh? No, Sandra. You said that, not me. And no, that's not the case. That's not the case. I didn't say anything about sex, Terry, laughing my ass off. You didn't have to, Holly. No disrespect. No disrespect intended. Let me wrap up by saying this, because I need to wrap this up, take another lap, and then get ready for the night stream. A lot of you women and men are shy because you're insecure about your looks. And here's the thing. A lot of times people are insecure because they feel like, maybe they're a little out of shape. Maybe they're really out of shape. Maybe they've got other physical attributes that, are lacking or they don't take care of. The bottom line is, it doesn't matter who you are. It matters how you feel about yourself. Now, no matter how much you love yourself, there are always going to be people out there that just aren't attracted to certain types of people. So, when you go into these situations, you got to take that into consideration. You got to put it out there. Like if you're a woman that has a few extra pounds and you put out a dating profile, be direct and say, hey, look, I'm a good woman. I've got a few extra pounds. If that's not for you, don't waste your time and mine. But I'm looking for a good man that loves women of my type, that loves quiet romantic times, that loves, to do this and that. You gotta come out and say, hey, look, this is who I am. If you don't like who I am, then don't waste my time. That's being confident. That's accepting yourself for who you are. Now, if you're not happy with having a few extra pounds, then you can do something about it. I've gained a few extra pounds in my life, right? And I've taken a vow to never let that happen again. That's why I do these walks every day. I walk almost 5 miles every day, 4.5 to 5 miles every day. And I've incorporated a live show at the same time. I'm also monetized getting ads on this and sometimes even super chats. Incorporate something like I incorporate if you're not happy with the way that you look. But then at the same time, you should also look at your health and say, am I at the healthiest weight level beyond the physical aspect of it? Am I as healthy as I can be? When you get yourself in shape, not only are you as healthy as can be, you look as good physically as you can, and then it builds your confidence. And then you have more energy and you're more physically attracted or attractive to the other side. It shouldn't be all about looks, but that's a part of it to some people, to many people, if not all. But everybody has different types, so don't let your body type be an insecurity. Be yourself. Be yourself. I've met some women that are thick, have a little extra on them, and guess what? They are very confident within themselves. And that was sexy to me. Look, my ex Dana, I was very attracted to her. She was a little more on the thicker side. A lot of guys would rip on her, right? But the way that woman carried herself was incredible. That woman loved herself, but was also very selfless and very giving at the same time. I mention her every now and then, even though I've moved on and she's with somebody else, because that's a great example right there that may shed some light for things on what you mentioned, Sandra. Anyway, I had to check out the chat for just a second. You can't have change unless you make change. It doesn't matter who that person was, similar or evil. There's somebody that's not welcome here. That's all you need to know. They're a part of the other side. Don't want to give them any notoriety. No big deal. I was waiting to see what they said before removing them. That's okay. Gosh, I'm trying to move away from people and they keep coming at me. I'm just going to move out of here. I get distracted when there are kids and people, they're yelling. It's Friday. People have gotten off work already. Some people in the high-tech industry, they work like 6 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. They get off, and then they come to the park with their kids. Living in the Bay Area, there's a very flexible work schedule, especially in the high-tech industry, because those companies are open 24 hours. So you could pretty much work when you want to work. And a lot of the high-tech workers out here, they work from home. And all that matters is that they get their job done. So it's pretty cool, to be honest with you. I have a lot of friends that work in high-tech. I almost decided to go back into high-tech. I had a friend that was going to get me back in there. And then you know what? I said, screw it. It's not my passion. This is my passion. So anyway, folks, we're going to leave 21 in the box. We're going to get on out of here. Thank you to all the moderators for being here. Thank you to all the consumers of content. Thank you to even the trolls. And thank you once again to you, ODN and Trimheads, for trying to hack my YouTube channel with your phishing scam. And again, thank you to you, JB, for continuing to make me the highlight of your life. I'm going to get on out of here, folks. See you all in just a little bit at 9:30 p.m. Eastern, 6:30 p.m. Pacific from my studio on this same channel, Grip on Life. We're going to be discussing overcoming shyness. You're not going to want to miss it. Invite everyone. Please share it out. The event's already up. Go to the homepage of my channel, whether you're on mobile or on desktop. Share out the event on your community tabs if you have that. Share the event on Twitter. Share the event on Discord, Hangouts, Facebook Messenger, LinkedIn, wherever you can. Share that event. I want to help as many people as possible. See you all in a bit. Bye-bye. Bye. Bye. We are out. We are out. We are out.